The National Subsea Centre, also known as the NSC, is a centre of excellence for subsea research and technology development.
My name is Mariah Ichapa. I am currently a doctorate research student at RGU, doing my research on an investigation of 3D printed polyamide 6 materials under wet, dry and high temperature conditions.
My name is Alexander Oburu and I work with the Integrated Energy Research Team here at the NSC, and my research is focused on blue hydrogen and the policy and environmental implications for net zero in the United Kingdom.
So the NSC was founded in 2020 as a partnership between Robert Gordon University and the Net Zero Technology Centre as part of the Aberdeen City Region deal. The NSC's overall aim is to accelerate the energy transition through smart technologies applied to industrial challenges. The National Subsea Centre is really focused on impact, and we're pushing the boundaries of our academic knowledge to deliver meaningful research that at the same time is changing the world around us. A number of our researchers here at the NSC are RGU alumni, and it's incredible to work with them because they bring intelligence, curiosity, passion. We have a number of PhD students here at the National Subsea Centre, and now we have Alexander and Mariah, two of our integrated energy PhD students that are going to tell us a little bit more about the work that they do here.
For my PhD, I am researching 3D printed materials. So looking at a commonly used thermoplastic called polyamide 6 and in its nano-composite forms, testing that under wet, dry and ambient and high temperature conditions as well, to see what these materials behave like. So as part of that, investigating how these materials can be applied to see if it's viable to be used in structural components as well, and publishing the results based on that to inform industry and further research around 3D printed materials. So being part of the NSC, I have been able to collaborate and learn from a wider group of research team. There's various research happening in NSC across different fields within engineering. So that helps to inform and also drive creative thinking, new approach to problem solving, and also collaboration with different teams to provide rounded solutions for the energy industry. My research falls under part of the integrated energy team for NSC, and that also branches into smart materials. So from some of the investigations and findings from my research, that kind of builds and supports the wider collaboration of other research going on within NSC. So informing how 3D printing can be used, integrated with smart materials, and also used for as part of the total energy solutions NSC provides as well. So some of what we do is use that research and see how we can develop new materials and what kind of materials can be used and applied into the industry. One of the problems my research is solving is with the issue of sustainability. The whole world is moving towards a more sustainable future. Part of that also cuts across into the manufacturing sector. So by implementing 3D printing and by performing research in 3D printing, it helps to drive sustainability from the manufacturing point of view. So industries can then manufacture their parts and product in a more sustainable way. Also, one of the challenges of 3D printing as an industry is not many materials have been studied in terms of application in structural components. So the research also feeds into that to inform the properties of different materials that can be used for 3D printing and where that can be applied in the larger industry as well.
So before my master's in oil and gas engineering, I worked in industry. I worked in an oil and gas service company back in Nigeria. I worked for about 4 or 5 years before I came into the United Kingdom for my master's. So my PhD is focused on blue hydrogen. That's hydrogen gotten from natural gas. One of the key things that I'm trying to do is to understand what are the environmental impacts of using hydrogen, and also the policy impacts of using hydrogen. What are the implications down the line, both today and in the next 20, 30 years. One of the key outcomes that I'm hoping to achieve as a result of my research is to develop a clear pathway through which hydrogen can be sustainably deployed to the energy mix in the UK. And one of the key things that the NSC is trying to do is to solve industry problems. And as you know, climate change, energy security, energy poverty is one of the key problems that the United Kingdom is facing at the moment. So in trying to do that, my research keys into that, because we are trying to develop solutions and models that would help the United Kingdom to be more energy resilient and to reduce energy poverty, as well as improve energy security in the UK. So hydrogen is being pushed in the industry right now to solve problems, to reduce greenhouse emissions, right? And one of the key things that my research is trying to understand is to understand what is going to be the human health impacts of using hydrogen, of utilizing hydrogen in various uses. One of the key questions I'm trying to answer is, we don't want to, in the bid of solving a climate change problem, begin to create a human health problem as a result of utilizing new energy sources. So that's one of the key things that my research is trying to do, to make sure that we don't create problems 20, 30 years down the line, and that we are able to sustainably save the environment, as well as also improve human health, or manage the risks and impacts of using hydrogen for human health.
So I'm going to give an advice I wish I got at the start of my research, which was to define the goal of what it is I'm looking to do, break that down into tiny bit size, take it one day at a time, and try to have fun in the process.
Two advice I would give is discipline. We live in a world where we want to have things without putting in the work. So one of the key things I would advise people is to be disciplined towards achieving what you want to achieve, and the discipline to not allow what you can do today, not push what you can do today to tomorrow. If you can do it today, get it done today. Second advice I would give is persistence. A lot of the times people wouldn't open the door for you sometimes if they don't see that you have that courage, they don't see that you have that willingness to achieve what you want to achieve. So the persistence to keep knocking at a door continuously until that door opens is very important in the world we live today.